Our weekly immigration news roundup is brought to you by the law firm of Figueroa & Associates. For consultation on any immigration or legal matter, please call 855-768-8845. That's 855-768-8845. For full stories and more immigration news, visit www.theimmigrantsjournal.com. That's www.theimmigrantsjournal.com.
Hello, my name is Mary Campbell, legal assistant at the law firm of Figueroa & Associates, and your presenter with this week's immigration news based on an article by Ethnic Media Services. Who is safe from deportation? The recent surge in deportations and immigration enforcement actions has raised questions about who is truly safe from removal in the United States. Under the current administration, the focus has shifted from deporting solely individuals with criminal records to broader targets, including legal residents, visa holders, and even tourists. While President Trump's immigration policies were primarily aimed at removing undocumented individuals, recent actions have shown that even those with legal status are at risk. Legal residents with green cards, visa holders, and recipients of temporary protected status, TPS, have seen their protections challenged or revoked. In some cases, even political views have led to the rescinding of green cards, highlighting the widening scope of deportation threats. One significant change has been the invocation of the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, which had not been used since World War II. This law has allowed the deportation of individuals from countries like Venezuela, El Salvador, and Panama, often without clear evidence of criminal activity. For instance, while the administration claimed to target criminal gangs such as the Tren de Aragua, there was little transparency regarding who was actually deported or why. Additionally, the administration has rolled back protections for immigrant communities. A key example is the rescinding of the sensitive locations policy, which had shielded public areas like schools, churches, and hospitals from immigration enforcement. This, along with data sharing agreements between state and federal agencies like the IRS, has made it easier to track and target immigrants in various stages of legal residency or visa processes. As the crackdown continues, even those who legally entered the U.S. or hold work visas have been detained. For example, several incidents have surfaced in which individuals with valid visas were detained by ICE, despite not having criminal records. This marks a significant shift from the administration's earlier claims that its primary focus would remain on deporting criminals. Experts argue that the current administration's broader approach to immigration enforcement could undermine due process and erode trust within immigrant communities. Zenobia Lai, executive director of the Houston Immigration Legal Services Collaborative, emphasized that the ongoing policies are testing the limits of U.S. legal frameworks, with many individuals being detained without clear justification. As she noted, immigrants are being treated as test cases in an attempt to assert the rule of law in extreme ways. Despite these developments, some immigrants may still have options for protection. For instance, parole and humanitarian programs can offer temporary relief from deportation, depending on the individual's circumstances. However, the uncertainty surrounding these protections has left many immigrants unsure of their future in the U.S. As the debate over immigration policy continues to unfold, the question remains: who is truly safe from deportation? With legal protections increasingly under scrutiny, many immigrants, regardless of their status, face an uncertain and perilous future.
Our weekly immigration news roundup is brought to you by the law firm of Figueroa & Associates. For consultation on any immigration or legal matter, please call 855-768-8845. That's 855-768-8845. For full stories and more immigration news, visit www.theimmigrantsjournal.com. That's www.theimmigrantsjournal.com.